Hey, this is a demo for Lite Cal. So, our app is a simplified calendar event app, and our unique twist is that instead of creating a new calendar, users have to integrate into their own workflow. Our calendar app takes advantage of a product that already has 100 million concurrent users and makes their life easier. So first, upon downloading our app, can log in with their email and password combo, which is stored under Firebase using Flare's encryption service. And after logging in, users are greeted with the familiar chat log. So I'll go ahead and create an account. So, so after signing up, users' data is stored in, or not data, but their account information is stored in Firebase, so that we can retrieve their session, and it's encrypted using Flare. So by using Gemini 2.0 flashes, quick response time, and multimodal input features, users can add event using just their text, voice, or even use a combination of text and images as well. And I'll go ahead and show an example of that. Uh, Say I have a dinner coming up. Cheesecake Factory, remind me to wear a suit. So if users can enter that and automatically, so users are first greeted with a familiar interface. So thanks to Gemini LLM and prompt engineering, we're able to output what the user wants. And before they add it, we have a default 10-minute event reminder, but users can customize that as well. But in the preview, we have a calendar event telling them March 9th, the day, the time, location, and reminders. And we provide two options, either natively add to calendar or export the ICS if you would like to share the event with someone. So let's say I want to add it to my calendar, click that, and we get an alert saying event has been added to your calendar. And just to make sure that it's there, I'm just gonna go to calendar and check it. So if we go to our calendar right here, we can see that from 6 to 7, we have our event dinner with Kai at the Cheesecake Factory with a note that says remember to wear a suit. So going back to our event, I can also export it, meaning I could share it, just copy it and share it, or share it with anyone through iMessage or email. So yeah. So after handling this user's prompt, all their information is encrypted end-to-end on Firebase, and so that we use that data as our RAG in order to more tailor the user's information, so that when they create an event, their familiar event structure, time frame, and locations are remembered better. So, for example, so that's the example I just showed, and we are able to use TEE setup in our environment as this trusted execution environment. It's very relevant for our project because users can create more calendar events, and a lot of sensitive information data is stored. And so, if we want to make it isolated and secretive, we need to use a TEE. And so, what we do is by encrypting the data before it reaches Firebase for RAG, there's no compromise in the data pipeline, and a bad actor can't compromise any of the data. The data inputted by the user also can't be compromised, so even the user input will always be guaranteed to be exactly what it is, and users can also see their previews. And only TE encrypted devices can unencrypt the data, meaning that only the user can unencrypt their data on Firestore. Thanks to zero trust policy, no one else will be able to unless it's the user's account logging in. And so in order to enhance our user's experience so that it feels more natural talking to our agent, we're able to use Google Trends dataset. So we use commonly taken slang or phrases, and users can enter that in, and thanks to Gemini, we are able to understand what those words mean and implement it into our calendar event. So yeah, now we're moving on to the front end. I'll have Kai Shing take over.
Oh, thank you. So just looking back at the front end and the experience that was shown earlier in the video, we implemented a simplified login page and a chat with a familiar iMessage design, as the users should be accustomed to the iOS UI if they're using iCalendar. And we also utilize icons in the chat for buttons so that users can add images or take photos or record voices with a click of a button, and understanding that it's what those buttons do. And we also formatted the calendar event in a user-friendly way such that we allow the users to double check that the details of the event are correct, and if they're not, they're able to put another input to the chat to alter those details or have it generate the correct event that is desired. So yeah.
Yeah, so just a quick example of that UI feature. So say I want to implement a thing with my voice, I can click here. And, say I have dinner with Amy at 3 to 4 p.m. today. Click that, and it says I sent a voice message, and our LLM is still able to process that pretty efficiently. And also at the same time, we can include photos as needed. So yeah, that's our demo. Thank you.